All right, everybody. JD here, 701 Nation. Got my guest, Axel Hondo. I got to hit that mute button in the background, though, Ax.
Roger that.
All right, there you go, buddy. Yeah, so real quick here, Ax, I'm going to go on and, so anybody's looking for, right here, Sturm Wesson's live. I'm going to go ahead and share that I'm going to share that right on my page here so we can see. Could not post. I wonder why that is. Why is that, you think? Tap to see more information. Oh, it's because they're restricting my rear end on that. Maybe you can share it on yours. I don't know, but whatever.
Yeah, I'll try.
Anyway, everybody, thanks for coming in tonight. Got the chats on here. We got my guest here, Axel Hondo here, the part owner of Lauer Auto Repair, big sponsor of the show. Coming on tonight, we got a couple topics for you. 18 reasons why Americans should give up their guns, according to a soy-fed mangina, Axe. That's what that's going to be about. That's not according to Guns in the 701 or 701 Nation. And, of course, BLM is throwing shooters off the Bears Ears National Monument. Axe and I are going to give you a little history on that one, how this all came about. Another great thing here from President Obama, right down the road. We still got lingering from
One
him.
second here. Yep.
And it's funny that Obama would name something Bears Ears because he didn't like his ears picked on, but we got him. And of course, a happy ending of the week, and then we got a few other announcements at the end of that. So, all right, Axe, you got her all squared. You got her all squared away there. Your ears are out. I see. Speaking of ears.
Yep.
All right.
Am I loud enough here?
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Coming in loud and clear. I see we got some people watching here. So I'll tell you what, let's get right into this, should we, Axe?
Let's do it.
We're going to get into like I said, the 18 reasons. And this is from the boomerinsight.com or something like that. And like I said, this is a soy-fed mangina who wrote this article here. So all right, we're live on X. Love it. I appreciate everybody on X tuning in here. Guns in the 7-1 posted that. And I got the koozie tonight. Axe and I were doing a little pre-gaming, but nothing too serious. But Axe got a nice shirt on there tonight too. I like that. A lot nicer than my normal. Yeah. I didn't notice that with the gold chain around the neck and everything. Yep. Awesome, man. So all right. So this article, like I said, 18 reasons why Americans should relinquish their guns, right? And starts out here. Guns are a controversial issue, not with me, not with you, and probably not with most people we're listening to, right, Axe?
Right.
But there are plenty of reasons why we should consider hanging up our holsters for good. Let's look at 18 of them. Right. And then it says here, of course, this doesn't mean you have to give up your guns. We're just giving you some reasons that might make you think about things differently. No, because you just said we consider hanging up our holsters for good, right? That is giving up your guns.
Yeah.
So the first one here, Axe, I'll take this one. Lower household risk. You never know what could happen if a gun goes off by accident at home. They don't just go off by accident, right, Axe? First of all,
no.
Guns, you can set your gun there. It can be a full automatic AK or M4 or whatever you want there, MP4. It's not going to just all of a sudden start shooting, right? I mean, there is a video on YouTube where the guy just ran.
Even your old Colt single actions aren't just going to go off.
6-shooter.
Yeah.
That's one more round than you should have. You just have fun.
Well, especially if holding it, yeah.
So he goes on here. If a gun goes off by accident, and it's not just a small risk, houses with guns have seen more of these scary accidents than you might think. We'd all be a lot safer if our homes were free from those firearms, as nobody needs that kind of danger in their lives. They're not dangerous in my house. Actually, your gun's dangerous in your home?
No.
As a matter of fact, my house is more dangerous without them because if somebody breaks into the son of a bitch. And
all mine have behaved all day today.
Right. Oh, you're some kind of wimp, JD. You some candy ass. No, I just had surgery, man. If somebody comes in now, I'm gonna go blows to blows with them, and I'm not a big guy anyways. And I certainly ain't a UFC fighter. I've been in my share of fights in my life, but I don't consider myself somebody's going to whoop 3 people's asses who come into my house or some big dude. So that's number one there. That's bullshit. We both think, I think me and you are going to disagree with pretty much all of these, but, and like Axe and I said, we're going to kind of take turns. So I'm going to go with Axe here.
Yeah.
Lower harm rates, number 2. Places
Yep.
with fewer guns tend to see fewer suicides, Axe, as having immediate access to a gun allows people to make impulsive decisions that are tragically irreversible. If giving up guns could save lives from despair, just one life, Axe, but of course guns save more lives than they take. So then surely it's something worth talking about. We could encourage people to talk about their mental health instead, which by chance today is like Mental Health Awareness Day. Remember when I said that to you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Working it in.
So Axe, you think doing that like would lower suicide rates, because I think Japan has like the highest suicide
I was
rate.
just thinking of Japan myself. There is that. Yeah, they've got the highest stats are crazy about suicides, and they don't have any guns over there.
Yeah. So horse hockey on that one, to quote Colonel Potter from MASH. Horse hockey. Age myself there. Hey, Lynette, how you doing tonight? She just tuned in. I said, must be about Facebook. Got it. Awesome. All right, so here we go. Safer schools. I'll take this one. Lots of guns from home actually end up in schools. I'm not going to dispute that, right? And fewer guns around could mean schools become safer places for kids. Hey, Axe, correct me if I'm wrong, but are gun-free zones already like 1992? George Bush made it that way, and right, they made it past it. So they're already gun-free zones, but it ain't working, right? It's not working.
Columbine was gun-free too.
What's that?
Columbine was gun-free.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, gun-free zones turns out they're slaughter zones ever since it's been in there with nobody to fight back. Of course, in Georgia they got the guy took them out, but it was too late. You had a few already. Hey, Josh, what's up, buddy? Thanks for tuning in. Instead of worrying about staying safe, kids could just focus on learning and growing. They are safe, though. It's gun-free zones. It's a gun-free zone already, so it's not really
videos all the time of kids getting the shit kicked out of them by other people. No guns involved. And
well, I mean, they're in comas, and give me a break. They're stabbed, and keeping schools safe helps them to just study and enjoy their school days without fearing for their lives. I'm feared for kids' lives because there's not guns in schools that protect them. That's what I'm afraid of.
Right.
So it's bullshit. That's another blow. We're debunking one. This is actually fun. I enjoy the shit out of this. Guns in the 701 says, I'm listening while getting final things packed for the weekend. That's right. That's my partner and my friend, Clay Peterson. Ax's friend as well. He's coming up. He's coming to the ranch for a pheasant opener. It's gonna be a good time. All right, Axe, here you go. Decreased urban violence. In big cities, more guns often mean more gun violence. Is that really? More guns means more gun violence? Is that because North Dakota is number 10 in guns, and most of the gun violence we see here is from people that come here from out of state. I mean, that's right from Sheriff Lieben's mouth on the radio. Almost all of them they arrest.
Well, yeah.
Right? So, I mean, so this guy goes, so just think about what it would be like, this soy-fed mangina, if city streets were safer and less intimidating for everyone. How are they intimidating with less guns?
Chicago has laws against guns.
Yeah. You got to have a carry permit and all these other laws to even own one, right? And this guy, fewer guns might just help us get there by helping everyone feel at ease. Again, Axe, we just said guns. Schools are gun-free zones, right?
Yep.
Not really a safe place.
No.
Because they're not protected by people with guns. Like Kamala is, and Joe, and everybody wants to take them away and ban them. So nobody's come for your guns, JD. Bullshit. Look it up. I mean, don't get me going on that. We're not going down that rabbit trail. This way, the city becomes a place of fun and community and less about watching your back. Like Axe just said. Guns are banned in all these cities. Basically, I mean, if they're not banned outright, I mean, by what's the word I'm looking for? Actually, they make so many goddamn laws that it's almost impossible.
Yeah.
But I mean, they do it that. Yeah. I mean, so all right. Lower law enforcement fatalities. Every traffic stop or house call could be less risky for our police officers if there were fewer guns. In places with strict gun laws, fewer officers lose their lives. I'm calling bullshit on that. That's probably some, liars statistics. Well, I don't know what the saying is again. How does that go? Liars lying statistics, whatever bullshit. But so reducing the number of guns helps us respect their safety as they work to protect ours. Okay, so I mean, this is partially true. I will say, if there was absolutely no guns freaking anywhere, right? There probably would be less gunshot deaths on police officers, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, I bet if we looked it up, there probably cops just as many get killed by guys with knives and clubs and beating them to death as there is guns. So I mean, they're gonna get attacked either way,
Yeah.
right? Right. But if there's no guns, like I said, there's less risk for them getting shot. I will say that, you know. And like police one, I think it's like at the most rank and file police officers as their membership. They endorse the Second Amendment. They're not against it. So I don't know where this soy fed mangina is coming from, but
Yeah. North Dakota's got a lot of concealed carry people.
yeah,
I'm not
we don't you
talking with the
don't
cops
need a
every day.
permit. You don't need a permit,
Yeah. Yep.
right? Permitless carry.
Yep.
It's working great. I mean, I don't even has a cop even been shot since that's. I don't know that it has actually.
No.
I mean, Kenner
No.
was shot and killed here, but I don't remember if that was before or after. But that guy already wasn't supposed to have a gun because he was a convicted violent felon. So,
Yeah.
all right, Axe, here we go. Reduce gun theft. If fewer guns are around, there's less chance that someone will steal them and use them for the wrong reasons. This would seriously help to reduce crime rates and also lower the potential for criminals to have guns, as there would be just be fewer of them. It's a win-win situation, really, Axe.
Well, yeah. I mean, if we had no cars, there'd be no car thefts either. So I mean, what?
Exactly, right? If there was no knives, which kill
Yeah.
more people than AR-15s combined, or all rifles combined, really, there would be no people getting stabbed to death or slashed to death, right?
Maybe we should
Which
just make
is,
a law that makes it illegal to steal guns. That should solve everything, right?
yeah, that's a great idea. Oh, shit, wait. Oh. Oh, man, I love it. I guarantee you this guy's got a degree from freaking Stanford or some shit, too, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. He
Economic
probably
benefit.
teaches at Stanford or something like that.
Yeah. Well, you can see the picture of the guy. You know what I'm saying when I keep saying soy-fed mangina. He looks just like
I actually thought it was Tim Walz up there. Yeah.
soy-fed mangina, like I said. Okay, economic benefits. The cost of gun violence is emotional, but it also hits our wallets. For example, medical bills and lost work can get pretty expensive, and cutting down on gun violence could really help us. We could save some serious cash and spend it on improving our communities with better parks, schools, and even roads. Less violence means we have less fun. So, economic benefits. He's talking about medical bills and lost work. So, I'm telling you, how many you think more people die from heart attacks, Axe?
Oh yeah, heart attacks
Oh,
and look at all the drugs and everything else
Yeah,
that
sure. Well,
prescription drugs.
First of all, to this dude, Soy Boy, close the border. There's a lot of medical benefits. But I mean, I guess we're gonna have to shut down McDonald's and everything, right? Because that's clogging more goddamn arteries and killing people far more. The number one killer of people in America is heart disease.
I am going to partially agree with this one though.
Okay.
If there were no guns, my wallet would definitely be a little thicker.
Good point. Mine too. All right. So we do have one sort of thing in common with Mangina and with soy boy Mangina. Tampon Tim. Yeah. All right. Ash. Here we go. Oh, and this one's super important here, right? Improved international image. Lots of places in the world see America as a place, as being a place with constant shootings and guns everywhere. We do have guns everywhere in North Dakota, especially West North Dakota. Not many shootings. Fargo, different story. Because guess why? I mean, we kind of hit on the beginning when I told you Sheriff Levin said people doing that shit, not from here. Not from here. Remember the guy who shot the cops up there a few years ago? You're going to go down and shoot up downtown Fargo? Not from here. Guess what stopped him, though?
Good guy with a gun.
Absolutely. So I couldn't care less. Fewer guns could help us fix our image abroad by showing our countries. First of all, to the rest of the world who doesn't like our guns, kiss my ass. I don't give a damn what you think about our freaking guns. I love guns. My guns have never killed anybody. They're not weapons of war. They're weapons of peace as of right now. So the rest of the world, if you don't like guns, kiss my ass. I mean, I'll bend over and right in the brown onion, you can kiss it, because that's where you can go with what I think of the freaking image. Oh my God, you know what France thinks of us? That's terrible. We like, well, remember old Barack? Hey, we know is merci beaucoup. It's embarrassing. We don't know French. I don't give a shit what Obama thinks about my guns either. So I don't know what you think about that one. What do you think about our international image because of guns?
Ukraine seemed pretty happy when we were giving them AR-15.
Oh, absolutely. They loved it, right? They loved that image. I mean, we just had private people actually donating guns. AR-15s was finally the AR-15 became a weapon of war in the Ukraine war. And yeah, they loved it. And they're still asking for more, right? More guns, more bullets. They need more God's cartridge over there. So yeah, international, I couldn't give two shits less what the rest of the world thinks about our image in America.
No.
I mean, we're the best country in the history of the world, and I mean, even with the shit stain we got, as president now, it's still all right. More community trust in neighborhoods with fewer guns. People tend to trust each other more. Is that true, Axe?
No, I don't trust anybody.
Axe doesn't even trust me. See,
no,
he's on the show.
Nope.
Yeah. So neighborhoods with fewer guns, people, how would you trust people more if there's fewer guns? I don't understand the logic here. Let's see what he says. After all, it's easier to bond and build friendships when you're not worried about violence. Owning a gun doesn't make you violent. Again.
Yeah.
Right. Most of my neighbors, and they probably the ones that I don't even know, they have freaking guns. And I get along with them great. They're great people. They're not criminals. I'm not worried about them pulling it out and shooting me or playing a knockout game with me or some bullshit, right? Pistol
Yeah,
me.
we'll both be out hunting this weekend with other people with guns.
Yeah, I get out to
the last thing on my mind.
Yeah, when I get out to Axel's place before we do shooting videos, guns everywhere. He's carrying guns. He's loading guns in front. I feel 100% safe. And I have zero worry that any violence is going to be directed upon me. So this guy this is unbelievable. This trust can make neighborhoods a happier places to live. And we all know how strong communities are the backbone of society. Yeah, right. Especially societies and communities with guns in them. Lower mass shooting rates, Axe. The U.S. has a lot of mass shootings, and there's practically one every day. But as we know, as their statistics of mass shooting to them is gangbangers shooting each other. And it's bullshit. They lop that in with, and there's mass shootings around the world too. Don't kid yourself. They don't talk about it, but it's. I mean, there's actually countries that have more than we do, really, right? I think we're like 16th in the world, really.
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible, JD. But fewer guns could mean fewer headlines that break our hearts. Not really. Not really at all. Actually, Mexico, you can't really own them. There's mass shootings and beheadings down there all the time. So
yeah.
Oh, here's a good one, Axe. Non-violent conflict resolution. When guns aren't an option, people have to find other ways to settle their arguments, which often leads to more talking and less shooting. This could force people to resolve their issues more peacefully because we'd encourage dialogue over violence. Eventually, we might even understand each other more with more lasting resolutions.
How many people are stabbed or bludgeoned with hammers every year?
Beaten into unconscious, beaten to death. There's more people beaten to death than killed with AR-15s. So this guy makes it sound like anytime this is like the same argument they make about permitless carry, right? And, there's going to be road rages and they're going to just pull guns in the street. It doesn't work that way. If somebody's that unhinged, they're going to freaking pull a gun on you, whether you get rid of yours or not. So if somebody's going to pull one on me, I want to have mine and give myself a chance, because I have never been in an argument with somebody like, I tell you, I'm going to pull a gun on this son of a bitch.
No,
I don't know what kind of people these leftists hang around. I mean, leftists are far more violent people, so maybe that's where he's getting it from, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to read this one, and then we're going to do a commercial break. Promotes public health. With fewer guns, we could start treating gun violence as a public health issue instead. This would mean healthier mental and physical communities as we start looking out for each other's well-being on a larger scale. Healthier communities lead to a stronger community, and who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want that, Axe? It's not a health issue to begin with. I mean, does holding your gun give you cancer, Doug?
Only in California.
Yeah, they do have that, right? Almost everything there you touch it. Warning: this product may cause cancer in California. And as I said it before, like lead bullets. You can eat a freaking bowl full of 100 and whatever 100 and let's go with 308 150 grain 308 bullets. You ain't gonna die. You're gonna get a gut ache till it comes out the wrong end there.
It's just an
But
excuse to make ammo more expensive and
right, and make something of public and demonize it more, and then
Yeah.
try to make it look like shit. But
trying to scare everybody.
right. So anyway, we will continue with this. I can tell. Oh God, here we go with this folder thing again. But yeah, we're going to continue with this. I'm not sure what number we're on, but we're going to keep going. So we're going to get through all 18 of them. I will promise you that. But which I am looking forward to. I am having fun doing this, actually, Ax. I don't know about you or people listening, but I thoroughly
Looks like we got 6 left.
Oh wow, we're going through them quicker than I thought. Then here, so all right, let's do our big hammer like the NRA, the big hammer in the room ad here, and then our second one, and then we'll be right back. We're going to finish up.
That's a war face. Now let me see your war face. Ah! You don't scare me.
Lauer Auto Repair, located at 309 South Washington Street in Bismarck, North Dakota.
Give them a call at 701-258-6308.
The team of mechanics at Lauer Auto can take care of any problem your vehicle is having. And when you do business with Lauer, you can be assured you're doing business with a pro Second Amendment America First repair shop. There are plenty of other auto repair shops in the Bismarck-Mandan area. But why take a chance at patronizing a shop that might not have your beliefs at heart? Make no mistake. Lauer Auto is your pro Second Amendment repair shop. When you talk to the guys at Lauer Auto, don't forget to tell them that you heard they are a sponsor of Guns and the 701 and that you appreciate their support of our pro Second Amendment, pro North Dakota live stream and podcast. That's Lauer Auto Repair, 701-258-6308.
701-258-6308.
Located 309 South Washington Street in Bismarck, North Dakota.
Experience the exhilaration of power in your hands at Bloodline Kinetics. Why Cerakote? Simply, it aids in firearm preservation while also giving your piece a unique look. Barrel threading, NFA laser engraving, bolt handle threading, mount, level, and bore, sight scope chamber, rebarreling, and much more. Bloodline Kinetics is meant to reflect a long American lineage in gun ownership, who stand for the Second Amendment rights, Bloodline, and the science behind gun accuracy, Kinetics. To some, it's just a constitutional right that can go away. To us, it's in our American bloodline, and we believe it should stay that way. Here at Bloodline Kinetics, we understand that hunters, sportsmen, women, and gun owners should have a quality firearm. Stop and see us at 2008 Morrison Avenue 2 in Bismarck, North Dakota, 58504, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 701-390-7997. Visit our website, bloodlinekinetics.com.
Right on, and we're back here. JD, 701 Nation. You're just getting on. My buddy Axe here, Lauer Auto Repair. And right, if you go in there and do business with any of our sponsors, make sure you can tell them you heard it on Guns in the 701 or 701 Nation. Go back, talk to Axe, man. He'll talk some guns, hunting, and shooting with you.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I mean, even if just whoever's car you're working on, put it on the clock longer for a little labor there. I'm kidding. I don't know how the hell that works. Josh Patterson said, I have had police thank me for carrying because it makes their job easier. I agree, Josh. I'm not saying every police officer or sheriff I talk to has, but almost all of them have. I mean, they like it. They're like, hey, man, you're not somebody I'm worried about, right? Because it's just, I mean, most of them don't. I actually met a sheriff today, and Mandan Sporting is super good dude, man. We were talking. I'll talk to you, some other time about it. I don't want to get it right now. But hey, Brian Warner, good evening, my fellow MVs. Sorry I'm late. Yeah, you should be sorry, Brian. There's no excuse for being late. I'm kidding, buddy. Appreciate you tuning in as usual, my fellow MV. All right, Axe. Axe and I got 6 more of these here, these 18 reasons why Americans should give up their guns. And then we're going to hit on BLM throws recreational shooters off this national monument. And it turns out, Axe, right? It pretty much Biden and Kamala Harris probably freaking told them to do it, really. But
Yeah.
anyway, all right, Axe. Here's another reason to give up your guns here, according to this soy boy mangina here at the Boomer Insight. No parent should ever go through the pain of losing a child to an accidental shooting. Well, I agree with 100%. I have my own children, no doubt about that. Fewer guns could mean these devastating accidents become rare stories instead of things that you hear about on the news every day. Every child deserves to grow up somewhere safe, and reducing the number of guns could help make that a reality. So, what if you're growing up in Afghanistan and the Taliban says you can't have guns in your house? You think you're safer there than you are here? How about
Probably not.
Mexico? How about Mexico when you can't have guns except for the Sinaloa and these other guys? You think you're safer
real
there?
safe down there, yeah.
Bullshit. Both of my kids were taught about firearms, and they both shoot from an early age. They don't just go grabbing shit. Some of these you might. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know the numbers on this. I mean, it sounds like it could, right, Axe? I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I mean, it's an accident. I mean, if there were no pools, there'd be less drownings too.
Right.
You know? No dogs, there wouldn't be any dog bites.
And furthermore, if you're worried about that happening, right, then by all means lock your own gun up. It's not. Don't make it mandatory like Kamala does. Queen Kamala Harris. Lock them up, or I'll take them. Yeah, if you're worried about that, do it. I have most of my guns are locked up, but a bunch of them aren't. So if somebody listen, I want to break into that guy's house. Yeah, you better hope I'm not here. All right, Axe, here we go. Another. In less domestic violence deaths, this guy claims. This soy-fed mangina. In domestic arguments, a gun can turn bad situation into a deadly one. If we take guns out of these equations, then we could see a huge drop in deaths from domestic violence, which we could give more families a chance to heal. They could resolve their issues without lethal consequences. We kind of talked about this one and a little before here. I'm calling bullshit. If you're in a domestic violence situation, this is my opinion, and you're willing to, like, if I had a gun, I would shoot her or him, because Trace Atkins got shot, right? Trace, country singer, got blasted by his 38 right in the chest. You're going to freaking do it anyway. Just because you don't have a gun, you're not going to kill somebody or try it. I mean, that's bullshit. I don't believe that for a second. I think if there's not a gun around, and let's just make it, say, a woman, right? Let's say a guy comes.
She's protecting herself, yeah.
She doesn't have none to protect herself. What's she going to do? Beat his ass? No. Most of the time, unless you're dating freaking Ronda Rousey, that liberal freak. I hate to say it, she'd kick the shit out of me, but whatever. But, that's my point is, if you can't defend yourself with your hands and feet and whatever, like Ronda Rousey, you'll get choked out or stabbed or whatever. They don't need a gun. Taking a gun out's not going to lower the freaking domestic violence rate. That's bullshit. All right, Axe. Lower insurance costs. Did you know that high gun ownership can drive up insurance costs? Fewer guns might mean lower premiums because there's less risk of gun-related injuries and death. So it'd benefit both your safety and your wallet. More money in your pocket and less worry on your mind. Sounds pretty damn good, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. Because you can put a cost on my life if somebody breaks in here with a gun or a bat, and it's just me with no gun trying to take on somebody with a bat or a knife or whatever, right? Or a rock, like to use Todd Mitchell's thing. You come in with a rock, smash your freaking head in, man. I mean, Dakota Meyer, when he got in that fight with the Taliban guy, how'd he win? He got freaking wrestling with him, getting down near lost, grabbed a rock, smashed his head. I mean, I'm thankful he did that, but yeah, I don't see where this is kind of bullshit right here. I don't know. Right?
Yeah.
Where is it stated in any insurance policy that you got a gun in your house? That's going to cost you more. I mean, the Democrats want that shit, right?
Well, I guess it does cost me a little bit more because I've got some insured.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not because of gun violence or anything. Or
is alcohol in your home? Should that increase your insurance rates? Because if I have too many, I might trip down the stairs and snap my freaking leg in half, right?
Yeah.
That's probably a better chance of happening than me getting shot with any of my freaking guns. So we're debunking every one of them bullshit so far, right? I'm guessing. Yep. Oh boy, here we go. This is one here for the BLMers and the Antifa crew. Reduce police misconduct. Less fear of guns could mean the police could respond more calmly in tense situations. After all, without the added stress of facing a firearm, they don't have to escalate situations. It's kind of the same thing you said before, right? This could make everyone feel a bit safer. I don't know. Josh even said it too. The damn police guys he talked to like it when he has guns, and the police officer, bullshit. I mean, this guy probably hates the cops anyways because he's a leftist.
Yeah.
Right? He's a soy-fed mangina. He hates the police. Bullshit. I'm calling complete bullshit on this. It's not going to mean less police misconduct. First of all, he makes it sound like it's going to be less misconduct by police, right?
Yeah.
Reduce police misconduct, and then he kind of makes it sound the other way around. No. God, these people. I mean, there's, like I said, this guy's probably got a degree from Stanford, and he's probably, in an IQ test, he'd probably kick my ass, but in the real world and common sense, this guy's a complete freaking mental midget to me. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, you got criminals that are hopped up on, whatever kind of drugs.
Yeah.
They don't
all
they don't
over
need-
Bismarck even.
Yeah.
You think I'm one of them wacko freaks coming up to me? Y'all got any more of that crack? Hey, Grizz says if you want to save lives, ban abortions. Absolutely. And hey, Grizz, and we did, and guess what? They won't even, not to go down a rabbit trail real quick, they won't even go to like a goddamn 8 week ban on it to where they can start feeling. But these people are freaking nuts, man. They think it's a right. It's not, and they're mad because it went to the States, which it should be by the time. We're not going anyway. Yeah, Grizz is right here. All right, more effective emergency response. Likewise, paramedics wouldn't have to worry about running into armed individuals. They could focus purely on saving lives and helping people during crisis. Faster and safer responses can make a big difference when every second counts. This could generally help to save people's lives during emergencies. And my aunt, when she was alive, she passed away years ago. She was a emergency responder. You know what? She never once told me, God, I hate coming up on these accidents. I'm afraid somebody's got a freaking gun. I mean, these shitheads have called like fire, right? And then they waited for them to do it. But
Yeah.
they're already going to kill somebody. You think telling them they shouldn't own a gun is going to stop them from, but I've actually seen more where paramedics and stuff like that want to carry guns unless they run into some insane freak they can't handle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
I don't
a lot
know.
of times they respond before the cops get there.
Right, exactly. So what are they supposed to do? Wait and watch somebody over there with blood squirting out of their neck and artery severed or something? I don't know. He might have a gun. We better not. Yeah, it's okay. I think that was it, man. That was number 18 right there. Oh no! Shit! One more. Here we go. The grand finale of feasibility here. It strengthens democracy. Acts. It strengthens. If you feel safe, you're more likely to participate in democracy. Helping people feel less worried about violence would make them more likely to vote or even participate in community activities. This would create a safe environment where everyone can have their say in what's happening. You can do it right now, Axe.
Yeah.
I actually feel less safe if I go and vote knowing at a post place that nobody would be armed, because if some dipshit unhinged leftist comes in there mad at Trump for an unhinged reason that's not even true and starts blasting people, there's nobody around to do it. There's no way to defend yourself, right? I feel less safe when there's guns there.
I don't think either one of us would have felt safe during the George Floyd riots.
No. I'll tell you what, I was down on Main Street when Antifa and BLM came here. It was a peaceful protest. Well, most of them were, but I'd say about a quarter of them were unhinged freaking freaks. And they outnumbered us bigger than shit standing in front of the businesses we were protecting. I mean, these people would have, you know why they didn't want to freaking take a swing at us or throw a rock? Because we had handguns. And they seen them, we held them up. And it was perfectly legal. So, yeah. And just to add to that, we don't have a goddamn democracy. We got a republic, right? Right. We have a democratic process of voting and some things, but we have a republic, not a goddamn democracy. That ain't how it works. That ain't how it works here. I mean, they always like to say that. And even some of our elected officials throw that out sometime, and it pisses me off because they say that, but whatever.
Without there wouldn't have even been a republic.
Right. Right. We wouldn't be shit without it, right?
Yep.
Okay, so all right, we're 34 minutes in here. let's start out on this next one here. We'll start out BLM. It's a Bureau of Land Management, not Black Lives Matter. Throws recreational shooters off Bears Ears National Monument. And an accident, I actually found out that Obama actually created this place in Utah, right before he left office in 2016, just by presidential mandate or whatever, the Antiquities Act or whatever the hell they called it. 1.3 something million acres, right? Actually put it under government control there, or federal government control in Utah. And Ax and I were kind of surprised to learn that Utah, like 70% of Utah is federally owned and controlled, right, by the feds.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like much of a state.
Right. And it's crazy. Is there a big conservative state? I think Salt Lake City is like the only city with over 1 million people that voted for Trump, which is weird, right?
Yeah.
Well, not weird, but I mean, it's disappointing. And it's only one. Anyway. And then when Trump got in, he reduced it, right? Actually, just to like certain spots on these, to like 800 and something acres. What was it, right?
Yeah.
And
cut it down by like 35% or something, or
Yeah, and it was Heaven's Staircase or something. It's called. It's down in where did I tell you? These guys are big bike riders and ATV trails and. Moab. My buddy, my friends Wyatt and Tammy go down there. The blind guy, they go, it's down in Moab is where this is at, and I mean, there's some cool stuff there, but they threw him off there, and it's getting challenged in court now, right, by the Sportsmen's Alliance Foundation.
Yep.
And I don't know when it's going to court. But I mean, it sounds like the people taking them to court are almost a little.
It sounded like they were hoping the Supreme Court would take it up and. And do it real quick.
Yeah, which, you better do it soon, right? I don't know how quick the Supreme Court can do anything anymore. I mean, I don't know their whole rules. Actually, we're having Kelly Armstrong on next Wednesday, a special edition. So maybe we'll ask Kelly because he is an attorney. So. And he will be. In fact, he's doing. Don't go over there right now. It's probably over, but he's doing a debate with Little Peepee Corn, and Mike Coachman. But anyways, they booted him off public land. This is why I'm against these public land things. Like we had Measure 5 years ago in North Dakota. It was the same shit. It was an appointed freaking deal to oversee it, right? And then they weren't voted on people, and then they would never answer me straight out if I asked them numerous times and emails and a call once. I mean, can we go shooting there like real public land? And no. Well, he had around because it wasn't. It was some shit like this. They want the government to control it, right?
Yeah.
And so they can boot your ass off. And we had a bunch of these hippies. Axe had another article here we were reading. Right, actually, a bunch of these hippies down there, man, they're ruining everything, and it's just so spiritual, man. I would want to get high and ride my mountain bike, and these guys come by on their razors and shit, just ruining everything, bro. Right, there's a bunch of these guys. It ain't ruining shit, dude. And what are you worried about getting shot on 1.3 something million acres? Give me a freaking break. Right, it's public for them to ride their freaking stupid mountain bike on, and I got a mountain bike too, and it's fun. But we're not supposed to be able to go and actually exercise our freaking right on this land, really? That's bullshit, man. That's why it sucks. Because Trump turned a bunch of that back to the state of Utah to run that land, right, Axe?
Yep.
Is what I understand from that article we were reading.
Yeah. Yep. Like 35% of it. Yeah.
And now a bunch of these people are barking, measure freaking 2 people. What's the pot measure? Measure 5. The Measure 5ers, man. We got it. We can't turn this back to the state. It's going to start getting turned into private development and shit, man. And which, I mean, they always say that, right? If you turn it back to the state, they're going to start selling it off. I haven't ever seen that happen. Maybe it has on some occasions, but I'm not freaking schooled up on that as much as some people are, but that's not a fear of mine. I think the land in your state should be run by the state and not the feds. So, and I'm not saying what do you mean you want to get rid of freaking Teddy Roosevelt National? No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying people who live in North Dakota should have control over the shit, not like freaking, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I don't trust those people to freaking watch my cat for a day, for Christ's sake. You see Kamala using a shovel, right? She already even know what end of the goddamn thing to grab. Is ridiculous. Like Obama said, it's embarrassing. Anyway, what do you got anything to add here, Dougie, on this other public land here thing when they're taking them to court?
Not really, I guess. I just if they take over more land, the government's just going to say no, you can't shoot there, here, or there anymore, and
Really, they want it all Buffalo Commons. I mean, in the end, that's
yeah,
what they want, right? They want everything in Buffalo
right,
Commons, right? Can't ride, you can't go, you can walk on it, but you can't ride your UTV or your ATV, and they don't want you shooting on it. They don't want you hunting on it. Yeah, because I mean, nobody hunted freaking on private property land, right? Even before White Eyes got here, right?
yeah,
What you know what the Indians are doing? They're hunting the shit out of everything. Give me a freaking break, and they don't even want you doing that now. It's ridiculous. So yeah, I hope this goes back to you. Guess what? I'll tell you what. If Trump wins, it's going back to Utah again. So you don't like what's going on. If you think it's great that people can't hunt taxpayer-owned goddamn land in Utah, I got bad news for you. If Trump wins, that's where it's going again. Believe it, as it freaking should be. I mean, it just drives me. These guys, like, I'm not against public land either, Ax. I mean, I think you and I have had this conversation.
yeah,
But when you get stupid shit like this, that's what you make people against having public land, right? It pisses them off, right? You got a place to shoot. I shoot your place. I have land to shoot. It means nothing to me, but I understand if people want to go on public land and do that sort of thing, or hunt for that matter. It's, like I said, no skin off of my ass, but I understand where they're coming from. No, you don't. You're such a closed-minded right-winger, JD. Yeah, it's not true either. So anyway, yeah, this is an NPR article, so we had some more. I don't want to go through all the freaking soy-fed mangina comments in here because we got a lot of them. It's a lot like that first article there about that. So yeah, I hope this goes to court in the Supreme Court. And of course they bitched about. I got to get this in here. Where the hell was this? What they want is the governor of Utah wants it to go to this conservative Supreme Court because he thinks it'll go in. It's not a conservative Supreme Court, number one. It's a constitutional Supreme Court. And I would argue they ain't all that constitutional on everything either, right? Are they more than they would with if Trump wouldn't have won? Yeah, it'd have been stacked with people who think the Constitution's an outdated piece of asswipe. That's a fact. You can, if you're a leftist listening, you think I'm full of shit, go check yourself. I'm not. That's exactly what they think. I mean, it baffles me.
The Electoral College all the time.
Yeah, let's get rid of that.
Every 4 years, they got to get rid of that.
Yeah. Yeah, because everybody in LA should run everybody else, and in New York should run everybody else. And right here, Gris says all I hunt is public land. Yeah, I mean, I don't have. So my theory, Doug, I think maybe I ran this by you when I was heading to the ranch last week. My thing on public land is like a lot of landowners don't want to get bothered, and you can only let so many people on your freaking land to hunt, right?
Yeah.
I think if you have more public land, that's just less freaking people going to be calling you to get on your freaking land, man. Right?
Yeah.
And they're not going to be circling your land like freaking vultures, waiting for something to run out. They got a big. I mean, some of them will. Don't get me wrong there, but
you're always going to have road hunters, yeah.
Right. And I'm not against road hunting. I did it for years. Clay's a good friend of ours. Clay and Scott Bachmeyer's, they don't like public land. So I actually said we should have a public land special with us getting on there. Maybe we'll do that. We get like 8-10 of us on there. Big round table meeting of the minds. So Josh Patterson says, public land is pretty much all I hunt. I hunt private when I'm able to. My boy was just out archery hunting public land tonight. Yeah, see, I like that, right? And guess what? The more people you get out hunting public land, if they don't have nowhere to hunt, they're screw it. I'm going to quit. I mean, we're losing people from our side, man. Right? I mean,
yeah.
If somebody's go out and shoot public land like this Bears Ears thing, they can go out, buy a gun, set their gong up there at 300-400 and whatever, and do some shooting. Hey, that's great. Maybe that's all they want to do. I mean, most gun owners are shooters, not hunters, right? And but if they can't do that and they give it up, screw it, man. What do I give a shit about it? They couldn't care less anymore. Then I think less. I'm not saying everything's got to be public either, obviously, but I mean, I think you could strike a balance here and And I'm sure some people are pulling their hair out right now. You are a freaking idiot, JD. All right, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna do our big ad and come back, and then we're gonna hit. Oh baby, Dougie, you ready for that happy ending?
Oh, always.
You get getting warmed up for that happy ending, and yeah, we're gonna hit on that, and it's a good one. I mean, this is a true.
They're all good.
They're all good, but this is like the happy ending with the great ultimate happy ending finish. And I'm looking for right here. All right, here's all 4 of our sponsors. Our long one coming back. Happy ending with our guest Axel Hondo, pistolero extraordinaire, and one of the best mechanics I ever seen, actually.
Thanks.
Whoop! Sorry there, Axe. This, man, all right. Man, people are like, you know what? I don't think we got all 4 of them on here now. We got the, all right. Well, tell you what. Here we go. Right here at a different picture on it. We'll be back. This guy's an amateur.
Lauer Auto Repair, located at 309 South Washington Street in Bismarck, North Dakota. Give them a call at 701-258-6308. The team of mechanics at Lauer Auto can take care of any problem your vehicle is having. And when you do business with Lauer, you can be assured you're doing business with a pro Second Amendment America First repair shop. There are plenty of other auto repair shops in the Bismarck-Mandan area. But why take a chance at patronizing a shop that might not have your beliefs at heart? Make no mistake. Lauer Auto is your pro Second Amendment repair shop. When you talk to the guys at Lauer Auto, don't forget to tell them that you heard they are a sponsor of Guns and the 701 and that you appreciate their support of our pro Second Amendment, pro North Dakota live stream and podcast. That's Lauer Auto Repair, 701-258-6308. 701-258-6308. Located 309 South Washington Street in Bismarck, North Dakota.
Experience the exhilaration of power in your hands at Bloodline Kinetics. Why Cerakote? Simply, it aids in firearm preservation while also giving your piece a unique look. Barrel threading, NFA laser engraving, bolt handle threading, mount, level, and bore, sight scope chamber rebarreling, and much more. Bloodline Kinetics is meant to reflect a long American lineage in gun ownership, who stand for the Second Amendment rights, Bloodline, and the science behind gun accuracy. Kinetics. To some, it's just a constitutional right that can go away. To us, it's in our American bloodline, and we believe it should stay that way. Here at Bloodline Kinetics, we understand that hunters, sportsmen, women, and gun owners should have a quality firearm. Stop and see us at 2008 Morrison Avenue 2 in Bismarck, North Dakota, 58504, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 701-390-7997. Visit our website, bloodlinekinetics.com.
Ever tried catching a fish with your bare hands or hunting a deer with a stick? Don't be that guy. At Mandan Sporting Goods, we've got all the hunting and camping gear you need. We're your one-stop shop for outdoor adventure.
A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed.
Check us out at mandansportinggoods.com, or better yet, stop in to 210 East Main Street, Mandan, North Dakota. Mandan Sporting Goods, where the outdoors meets functionality. Store hours, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Closed Sunday. Take up arms at Mandan Sporting Goods. Your adventure starts here.
Looking for the best gun gear for every and any situation? Little Angry Man Arms LLC has you covered. Top-notch guns from top-name brands like Winchester, Glock, Sig Sauer, and Ruger to essential extras from Magpul, Streamlight, Hollow, Sun Optics, and more. Little Angry Man Arms LLC have everything to make your shooting adventures a success. Visit littleangrymanarms.com today and gear up for your next big hunt, competition, or home defense. Don't miss out on our exclusive deals. Little Angry Man Arms LLC, based in Trail City, South Dakota, your ultimate hunting partner.
Discover the world of firearms at Bismarck's Double H Gun Shop. With a wide range of products from handguns to rifles, we cater to all your shooting needs. We are your local gun experts. Not only do we sell firearms, reloading supplies, targets, and whatever your heart desires, but we also have a ton of knowledge and answers.
We shoot, we hunt, we compete, we reload.
It's been the Howard's way since 1976, and we ain't fixing to change anything. Visit our website at hhgunshop.com to browse our inventory. Double H Gun Shop, Bismarck's best new and used firearm, reloading supply, gunsmithing, and sporting goods store. Double H Guns.
Double H Guns.
1021 South Washington Street, Bismarck, North Dakota. Call 701-223-4888.
Right on, we're back. JD here, 701 Nation. Got my buddy Axel Hondo here from Lauer Auto Repair on. How's that break for you, Ax? Did you have to go?
Beautiful.
Your prostate's still working good?
I'm not hitting it that hard tonight, so no problems.
Guns in the 701 says turn all that Fed land over to the counties. Yeah, I'm freaking down with that for sure, man. I'd love it. I'd love it. So, yeah, and you know what? We got the happy, like I said, happy ending coming. Here it is, Ax. Let's just get right to it. We got, we got about 10, 15 minutes here yet. We're going to have some fun. Appreciate you coming on with me, by the way. And
no problem. Thanks for having me.
You bet. Get our sponsors on there. Make sure when you go in and do business with them. I'm serious, you guys. Tell them you heard it on Guns in the 701 or 701 Nation, or you saw it in any of our videos. They like that, and that's how they know it's getting effective. I mean, Axe had a lot of guys coming in there and tell them. I mean, that's how you can buy them guns. Thanks for advertisement for them. Anyway, all right. Happy ending of the week here. Here we go. Calumet City, Illinois. In the early morning hours, October 6, 2024, Calumet City Police responded to a report of a retail theft at approximately 2:10 a.m. While officers were en route, a follow-up report indicated shots had been fired and a vehicle was seen fleeing westbound from the scene. Officers located the vehicle shortly after in the 1600 block of Sibley Boulevard. Sibley Park? No, this is Illinois. Inside, they discovered a 42-year-old piece of shit suffering from a gunshot wound to the chest. Officers immediately provided trauma care before the individual was transported to a local trauma center where the happy ending occurred and he succumbed to his injuries. The preliminary investigation revealed that two individuals, not just one turd, but two, a 42-year-old male and a 48-year-old female, attempted to steal merchandise from the Walgreens, right? Because under Harris and Gavin Newsom and these leftist freaking mayors, they think they can just take shit from it. And in most cases, they do get away with it. But store employees confronted both suspects after they exited without paying. While employees managed to recover the stolen items from the woman, who then fled on foot, a confrontation with the bowed-up male suspect turned violent. Right? You ain't taking my shit. Guess I am, buddy. When approached, the 42-year-old male brandished a firearm. So, hey, he jerked his pistol first, right? Yeah, this is like that guy said, this would have never happened without gun. In response, one of the store employees, a concealed carry permit holder, right? A guy who probably hasn't done anything but had a damn speeding ticket, if that, versus some piece of shit who doesn't care about gun bans or anything else, taking shit out of a store, fired his weapon, striking the turd in the chest. As previously stated, the wounded suspect then fled the scene in a vehicle like a hyena before being located by police a short distance away. And as I said, the happy ending occurred. He is not going to steal anything from a Walgreens. He's not going to steal anything from somebody's house. He ain't going to steal a freaking piece of bubble gum from any store because, Walgreens employee did the world a favor as far as I'm concerned. Yep. And that's a happy ending right there. And he didn't get shot himself because he had his own gun, Axe, right?
Yeah. Well, I hope he's still got a job, too, because just reading here, too, that,
Uh-oh. Because I think Walgreens is anti-gun, actually.
It's unclear. It's a violation of company policy.
Right. Give the guy a freaking raise. As far as I'm, he defended your business with his freaking life. He didn't have to do that. But he's doing the right thing. And just let it go. That's why there's insurance, JD. Well, when you let shit keep going, they keep doing it, and that's how society keeps breaking down because people don't follow the goddamn laws. thank God we got people like this gentleman who not only defended himself with his gun, but defended his damn employer with it. And now they're talking about firing the guy. Probably it's against public policy. They should cut the guy a check for $500 million.
Yeah.
And make him the hero of the city for a week. Every bar he goes into, he drinks all the freaking Coors Light Pounders he wants. And Fireball small batch, right?
Right.
All right. So tomorrow morning, Mitchell in the morning, Clay's back on again with Todd, 8:15 a.m. Central, KFYR 550. Doug will have that blaring down in the shop there at Lauer Auto on South Washington Street, 8:15 a.m. I don't know if Clay sent me what his agenda was there, but they probably got a good animal when animals attack story and Thug Plug, which is another name for happy ending, and a bunch of other good stuff. And he's on there yep, usually on there about 45 minutes. So get in on that, and then of course I'm not having a show next week. Clay and I don't know if Deacons is going to be around. Merging shows again, special edition. Kelly Armstrong, Representative Kelly Armstrong. I was looking on the commercial break there. Sounds like he did put foot to ass in a debate tonight against PP Corn and Mike Coachman. I got nothing against Mike Coachman. He doesn't have a chance, and I'm quite certain he's pro-gun as well. But Merrill Peepcorn, he's either anti-gun or a FUD, and I know his running mate. He's a FUD for sure. I mean, that's verified by just personal interaction with the guy. Good guy, nice guy to talk to, right? Drink some beer with him, but he's a FUD. You turn most of your guns axe of mine, he'd be more than happy to throw in a smelt and melt them down into sinkers or whatever.
Not even a fun FUD.
What's that?
Not even a fun FUD.
No. He did take my advice on what rifle to buy for deer, and he did shoot a little tiny buck, though he sent me a picture of it. So, yeah. Kelly's going to be on 8 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Mountain next Wednesday. Guns in the 701Nation Special Edition with Kelly Armstrong. And maybe we'll talk about the debate. Kelly loves talking about guns, hunting. I think what we're going to actually probably talk a lot of it, opening pheasant, right? We'll talk about that because Clay's going to be up. And Kelly's big pheasant hunter. I mean, he's a big hunter of everything, but he loves pheasant hunting like everybody else. So we'll get his perspective on that, see what he was hunting birds with. I'm using the 410. Axe, what are you using to hunt those pheasants with?
I'll have a 12 gauge, yeah.
You don't want to eat them. You just want to blow them up.
Well, yeah.
I hunt with an AR-15.
A Benelli ultralight.
Nice. Man, Benellis Benellis are freaking sweet. Josh Patterson says, Democrat Pat Hart's his name. Pat Hart he is a whack job. Yeah, like I said, yeah, he hit Pat's off. He's a leftist, man. He's not a liberal. Dave, Nerb, hi. I love story time. Perfect. You got into the thanks, Dave. Appreciate you tuning in. And he said we gotta get Kelly to shoot the Yodi. Kelly said he might might be in on the prairie dog one. He said he was going to let me know. As you know, I mean, he's a U.S. House of Representatives running for governor, but he makes time to come on here. He loves it. He said he'd love to come shooting with us because he loves shooting. I'd love to have him come out there, even if he can only come out and do his shot, shoot a shot, and we'll see what happens. He's a big 6.5 PRC. That's his main thing. He carries that around like I do God's cartridge, a 223. But that's his main hammer right there. He loves that. Guns in the 701. He says taking the 12 and 16 for sure. Maybe throw in the 20. Absolutely, Clay, and bring along a couple rifles and some lights because we's going on porcupine patrol tomorrow night, baby. I love it. Love that part. I'm getting to the point where I love killing, tree-eating varmints and beavers and such. You got to do like Clint Eastwood letters and such there when he's reloading his gun. I almost like as much as deer hunting. But and by the way, Clay, blind guy is going to be cooking, deep frying some pheasant. We're actually going to cut up the pheasant breast there, and we're deep frying it. We're doing pheasant breast bites or whatever you want to call it, and some. I'm going to buy some round crowns, whatever you want to call them, like the hash rounds. Oh, God, it's unbelievable. I'm looking
I might have to come up.
Yeah, you might. Yeah. See you, Scrubby. You got to get going. Wife's calling.
Food.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be good. So we got that. We'll do that in the afternoon there. Grizz says porcupine is good eating, fry it in butter and go. Man, Grizz, you're going to have to make that for me because there ain't no way I'm ever going to do that. But I mean, if you make it, I'll eat it. I'll give it a try because I have heard
porcupine raw.
Yeah, like sushi.
Right. The original meat on a stick.
Yeah. Hey, a lot of people ask me too, like, hey, could you bring them quills back? And I'm like, well, when can you pick it up? Well, can I come over like Thursday? And no, because I'm not having that thing. Porcupines stink, man. There's a funk to those things. And if they lay there and the meat gets and they puff up and stink in my garage or out next to it, no, I can't have that. If you want porcupine coleslaw, I mean, I get them. I'll bring it back, but you got to come and get that sucker right away. Right. And I'm down with it. Because like I said, I love shooting porcupines. You're a sick man, JD. No, I'm feeling pretty good actually. So everybody noticed an update. Had my 2-week update on the wrist. I got a long way to go here yet. It's still sore, and I haven't been working out. I don't miss that. I told my buddy John. The good thing about this is, man, I don't miss working out at all. It feels pretty good, other than the treadmill. But he said you work on that wrist, and I'm doing it right now here, actually.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, how many guys you got coming down for the bird opener then, the Scrubbies?
Boy, it varies from year to year, but there's been, a dozen. There's been up to 2 or 3 dozen. So,
wow,
it's gotten pretty big at some years.
Damn,
so the good years.
The birds are looking good for you down there.
There's a few down there that sounds like so. Probably not as good as it used to be, but.
Okay, I'm laughing because Dave says, show us where the porcupine hurt you, JD. Never have. They hurt my trees, and that's what pisses me off. And the dogs, when we're bird hunting, they come back with a face full of, that's not allowed. Not allowed, if I catch you out there.
The porcupines hurt me in the pocketbook, yeah, because the dogs get into them. And
yeah, and I mean, if you've never tried, we've had it happen a number of times. Man, you can't, like, we physically tried to hold like a German short hair down, 4 or 5 of us one time. No way. You start pulling them quills out of there with them hooks. Yeah. That dog, if he don't bite you, he gets loose. Them things, and we're not about to freaking hog tie the poor sucker and do it. So we got as many as we could. And then on the way home, driving back, when you ain't looking, just reach up with the pliers and yank one out real quick. But they get down in their mouth and shit too. You can't get those. They got to put them out, and then yeah. Because, I don't know what that costs, but Guns in the 701 says at least you're right-handed again. Yeah, I can still. And by the way, I'm gonna break in the Gen 2 Ruger American 223 with God's cartridge. We will do the full review probably at Axe's place. I'm just gonna get it zeroed in and do that because I'll be doing a lot of other shit when I'm up there. But I'm definitely got the scope mounted. Feels real good in the hands. I mean, if it shoots as good as it's feeling and looks, this thing's gonna be shooting dimes at a Hondo. We'll see. We'll see about that. So anyway, maybe Dave says maybe it's a misunderstanding. They just want a hug. Yeah, just give them a big old hug. Just man. Sorry, buddy. The cut the quill in half. It releases the air. Yeah, we did do that, Eric. We cut most of them off with the scissors, but I mean, even then, God, the dog comes back just a face full of them suckers. I mean, it got less and less as time went on, but the younger one there last year, I think Deuce, he come back, he had him in his side. He must have found a dead one and tried to roll in it on the creek bank, right? Because I don't know if they're dueling each other and bowing up and going side to side, but yeah, he was full of them on the side. He never did go back over there, but we got a lot of porcupines. No skunks, thankfully, but I think I will actually take the porcupines over the skunks. Even though I like little skunks, they look like little putty cats. So, and I am a cat man. I knew something was wrong with you, JD.
They're fun to shoot when they're little too.
Little skunks are.
Yep.
Or little porcupines are they quills sharp when they're babies too? Because they look.
I've never seen a baby porcupine.
I've seen pictures, not in person. I gotta admit, they are freaking cute. I mean, if I see one, it's probably like me looking at coyote pups and going, "All right, I'm gonna give you a chance here." Whereas we did that poll. Remember, did the poll? Most people, and I said, they're like, "Yeah, I kill pups too." They're gonna grow up and me. I'm whatever. Anyhow, all right. Dave said,
You're a softie.
don't take me wrong, folks. I'm all for killing walking thorn bushes. Yeah. Hey, like I said, if they didn't eat the trees like that and strip, even if full-grown trees, they strip the bark off. Trees go south, or getting the dog's face. Axel's he's pink, man. He's going. Is it Nut Cancer Awareness Month or something?
Well, it's the only one that's not written backwards.
Oh, we made you do that one. All right, guys. One more time here. Tomorrow, 8:15 a.m. Clay's going to be on with Mitchell in the morning. Guns in the 701. 8:15 a.m. Central till probably right before 9. And then, of course, I said next Wednesday, special edition again. Guns in the 701, 701 Nation. Kelly Armstrong is going to be on talking guns, hunting. Actually, it's going to be pheasant heavy probably. And we'll see if Kelly's going to come up for the P-Dog Challenge, which is Prairie Dog Steel Challenge, which is right, Doug? The 20th.
Yep.
Sunday the 20th, we're planning on doing that. And slightly different format, but you're going to get one shot. And you're going to get your pick of whatever, 300, 400 yards, right? Or we said, or if it's super freaking windy, we're going to go 200 and 300. But it should be fun. And we got a little orange spot on there because the prairie dog gong's a little bigger than I thought, right?
Yeah.
When I was
like
out of your
12
place.
by 12
yeah.
by 5 inches or something. So
Yeah. Josh, he says, later,
dog.
fellas. Great catch you next time. Great. Thanks, Josh. Josh is going to be part of the Prairie Dog Challenge too. Him and his boy again. It should be fun. Josh is bringing a 22-250. I, per usual, will be bringing the it might be the new Gen 2. It might be the AR with the 24-inch bull. I don't know what it is. Axe, you said you were leaning towards 22-250.
I am yet. Yeah.
I told Axe I think that's a mistake. He's got a hell of a sweet, was it a B14?
Yeah, DPMS. AR.
No, you're 250.
Oh, that Bergara, yeah.
Yeah, the Bergara. I mean, that thing it looks like something Chris Kyle kept in his safe. But
yeah,
I don't know. It's just not treated you very well. It's not been very consistent. I don't know if you found something for that.
I'm
but
hoping to work out the bugs this weekend.
Okay, because I know I've seen Axe sniping P-Dogs at 300 with the old America's rifle. So Dave said he'd bring in a 22 LR. All right, man. If there's no wind, I mean, you probably get it. I mean, I would say that. Josh's boys bringing the 204 Ruger. Yeah, he's got the Bergara 22-250 as well. Man, 204. I've said this before, man. I used to be such a slaying machine for stuff, but man, I hardly know anybody who even shoots one anymore. It's weird. I mean, I did see some bulk Fiochi ammo the other day at in fact, I saw it at both of our great sponsors up here in Bismarck and Mandan. But, well, here we go. Clay Pete, he's bringing the Swift, 220 Swift, baby. We all know how good that works, Axe, right? Because we did the range test on that one. So
I think Troy Howard is a 204 guy.
Is he? Well, we'll find. I thought he said his mom's birthday was that weekend or something. But
yeah,
we'll get him lined up here. We'll get him lined up. I mean, if Kelly does shoot, and Kelly, he said he's going to listen to this after the debate, and I'm going first, man. So you can go second, but it's I'm kidding. Hey, we're gonna have a kitty hat this time, ain't we, Axe? Before we go.
Yeah.
Okay. We little going for charity for probably NRA donation or something here from Guns in the 701 and Lauer Auto Repair, since it's their year range. It's maybe range maintenance. Hell, who knows? We might need a new freaking prairie dog target by the time we're done with this. You never know. All right, guys, gals. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central Time. Our special guest again, Kelly Armstrong. Put it down on your calendars. It's going to be a good show. Talking heavy pheasants and talking some varmint rifles. So, everybody have a great and safe pheasant opener. Don't forget, don't drive off of them roads and trails. Everything's real dry. Fire going to kick up real easy, and you don't want that shit happening. Bad news, obviously how that happened last weekend. We don't want that happening, but have a great pheasant opener. Looking forward to how everybody's weekend went next Wednesday. So again, Axe, thanks for being a guest tonight. Had fun with you, buddy. I think we had fun breaking down some stuff, and especially the soy-fed mangina. That was good stuff right there. So, all right, guys, we'll see you next week. Have a great weekend. Later, Josh. Later. We'll see you guys. Have a good one. Clayton, talk to you soon.